Hi Libra, welcome into a general weekly reading for you. I hope you're doing absolutely amazing out there. This is going to be for the week of December 2nd to the 8th of 2024. Do keep in mind it is a general read, of course, so just take what resonates and discard the rest, or simply see how the week ends up, turning out for you individually. We're going to begin and pull a couple of these Sacred Forest oracles, and then of course we have the tarot portion of the reading. There's something about you utilizing a protective crystal. I have my labradorite, I think that's how you say it. And this was a gift from one of my beautiful subscribers. And I really, the other day was pushed to grab it. And a spirit said, this is what you need in the moment. And I felt more secure in the moment. A lightness came to be. I felt like I was being protected. And so there's something about that for you throughout the week, but also maybe more so calling on an angel, an ancestor, a powerful guide of yours or two when they may not step in otherwise, when you say need their protection or assistance somehow. Now, this is going to be a week for you where you feel a huge focus on renewal, maybe in more than one way, but also in when it comes to retreating, comfort, and stability. You're wanting to feel more fresh, more so, right? You're wanting to feel this nice combination of this comfort and stability, and even the familiar with all the meanwhile, this freshness, this, I want to say liveliness, productivity coming into play, feeling exploration coming back into your life, or at least more so. And they're saying you don't have to settle for one or the other, or part of which. It's a week where you're going to be feeling fresh, free, productive, and comfortable, and even stable once again, or at least heading towards more of which. Now, look at this. Lack of family and lack of change. I'm getting this in two different potential ways. So again, take what applies. For some of which you might feel a lack of family within your world. For me, I have my immediate family on the other side of the United States, and the other side of the country. And so that's how that's coming into play for me. But you may find as well, this is talking about a soul family, say a group of friends, soulmates in that sense, where you don't feel as connected or connected to them if you have those people within your world, even if it's energetically connected with you, or they are. But for some like myself as well, or in general, this could be talking about how you don't feel you have that soul family in that sense. And they're saying, well, there's a lack of change that has taken place up until this point, and this is needing to be turned in the upright before we can turn the other one in the upright. Does that make sense? Before you reconnect with your family and or before you reconnect with the soulmates at a distance, or even wherever they are, or connect with a new set of which. You know what I'm saying? So there is a need for honesty, there's a need for reassessing, and there's a need for productivity stemming from that, so you can then be the most healed, glowing version of yourself, so that you can just be set up for ultimate success, to not taint or create heaviness, difficulty when you reconnect and or connect for the first time with whatever soulmates we're speaking upon. But your strength is really shining bright throughout the week, because I feel you've been through a lot. No shocker when it comes to my Libran collective, even if you're new to the channel. But your strength and your trust is coming into play. The strength in the trust that you are meant to have, even more so now and moving forward, in regards to your spirit team, your guides, your angels, ancestors, once again, your higher power, or higher source, I should say, otherwise, depending on your beliefs. But also when it comes to, I want to say, your intuition, because I guarantee that you at times do not trust your intuition, even if you don't mean to ignore it or discard it. You know what I mean? Because you want that new situation so badly, or you want something to work out so badly. You're wanting to, see something go the distance. You just want to get something done. You don't want to have that on your plate anymore. but they're saying ignoring it has and will even more so now create difficulty and I want to say annoyance, even delays, blockage. And so use your intuition to your advantage. Wouldn't be surprised if Libra, this is a week where at certain points you have to, and you're getting the push to stop, even in the midst of a very productive day, time period for you. The whole week could be for some, to stop and feel it out. And then this might even be a moment where you remember an intuitive hit or two, if not several from the past, and it wasn't fully or at all utilized. Maybe it wasn't meant to, but I feel this is a time for you to even come up with new solutions, new viewpoints, new conclusions even. And this could even help you adjust or come up with a new vision for the near future. I love that. And so this reminds you of the true power of your intuitive skill set. Anyways, but we're moving on to something about birds is what I'm getting. Birds. And I'm now hearing building blocks. Building blocks. You may as well find there's a purchase of importance being purchased and or delivered throughout this week, or maybe picked up. I know for me, as you can see where I'm recording, I am going to be gaining a new desk for this place. I ordered nearly $100 US desk off of Amazon, and it broke immediately as I opened it. Not a good purchase, but so I'm buying one that I used to have that is very reliable and sturdy. Thanks for listening. The Eight of Pentacles, and did not mean to say that. That was purposeful though. You're putting in the work. You're hardworking, seeing results due to it. But rather, in front of us, we have the Eight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, because there's very much a calm, peaceful, confident, grounded, and strong way about how you communicate. But you might find it's a week where it's like things are happening. You're even shifting forward, accomplishing, migrating, adjusting a bit slowly, or slower than you might usually, normally. But the week does speed on by. It's as if you're just coasting through or flowing through, dancing with life through that day, but then you look back and you wonder, well, now it's 6 p.m., now it's 7 p.m., 8 p.m., whatever the time may be. Where did the day go? Where did the time go? They're saying you got a lot done, and then you start to reflect on what you accomplished, what you maybe avoided purposely, strategically, and they're saying you are a master at this time. And it reminds you that you don't need to force it. It reminds you that you are going to be experiencing an increase in that sort of peaceful, flowing, even at times coasting once again, accomplishing and building, growing, changing, along your path. But the Hierophant, your commitment to something, your marriage to something or somebody is paying off for you. So I feel throughout a week of building things up, once again, going back to the building blocks message and imagery I got, you're seeing a foundation where you had to do something of the sort, more so rewinding back, paying off for you as you do Eight of Pentacles, kind of put in that energy and work, effort, if you will, towards it to see things continue to grow, prosper, benefit you, remain even within your life, to be completely honest with you. Because I don't see this being something, again, with a foundation of importance built in the past that's meant to, I don't see it ending, right? At least not anytime soon, depending on what situation that is for you. Another Queen, you may be feeling very bold and strong and a source of truth for others and yourself throughout the world. Okay, that's dramatic. Throughout the week that we're speaking upon. But, that is also feeling very much like your feminine energy. Wow, I'm struggling to speak now. I need to get my protective crystal back. But yeah, it's feeling like even with that bold and strong and courageous way of being, as you speak the truth left and right, you rediscover and discover for the first time that truth throughout the week. You're in your feminine energy, right? And who's to say that isn't to be described as bold and strong and whatnot, all right? And so I feel you may be reflecting on another note, some feisty behavior you were exuding, giving off, even utilizing. Playful banter is now what I'm getting. I was being so sassy with one of my new coworkers last night slash this morning when my shift was starting to end. And I think back to it, and she didn't dislike it. She could see that I was just kidding around, and she was, bouncing back and forth with me in the same kind of way for the most part. But then I think back, it was so spiritually affected and guided. Like, why was I being so feisty? And so I need to find the balance in regards to that, because the different ways about you needs to be utilized and therefore adapt to how someone is in that moment, throughout that period of time, different types of energies, different accomplishments, tasks, you name it. Now, I feel there's part of you that feels like there's not a lot coming towards you in regards to opportunity throughout the week, but then you create opportunity and turn this in the upright position. And I feel all the meanwhile, regardless, even before you, when you're feeling like things aren't flowing towards you as far as opportunity and whatnot, you're seeing things fall into place. There are reasons to celebrate. They're wanting you to use music to your advantage, because I really feel you at times will choose to, and I do this on a walk or when I'm going to work, I'll put on a tarot reading, and it can benefit you, absolutely. And even if you're not, fully paying attention, it can be, ingrained and it can be digested by you. Let me gather myself. But they're saying there are certain moments where you're being pushed to, or just feel like you should utilize music, put it on shuffle, let spirit choose a song, or, feel out or listen to which playlist or CD album is going to, be right for you in that moment. And then you choose not to. And so they're saying, let's put some musical notes into your week, all right? And that's also transitioning into the message of you needing to sing your Libran song, get your important voice out there, tell your story selectively, do not overshare, but get your voice out there. Now, because I feel there's a bit of a Seven of Swords energy about you, and even, this being a negative as far as who you've dealt with in the past, but you never know. You may even intuitively feel in the moment as to who could potentially, or in general, benefit from you selectively sharing. You might be thinking about past ideas as far as, specifically I'm getting sharing your story, like writing a book, creating a documentary, creating a YouTube channel of some personal sort, and then it didn't end up feeling like the right choice, or you just didn't do it. And Spirit saying, I feel this collective is meant to more so share things selectively in bits and pieces over time, even if it's at times repeating what you already mentioned on a different platform, different, situation, or even in the same one. You know what I'm saying? And so for some reason that's coming to mind. Not every great idea needs to be put to use. It could maybe be personal and purposeful to utilize it to then transition into a different idea, if you will. Whatever. So the Sun card coming out because I feel there's a sunny way about you, especially when it comes to the second half or the last third of the week. You are finding that a situation that typically would leave you feeling heavy or not the happiest version of yourself for some is making you happy. And for a lot, I feel that's work, but I do sense that you are going to be feeling more patient than ever. And I do sense that somebody's doing some meditating and maybe cleansing their energy more, using crystals like we spoke upon in the beginning, or one in particular, and this is working to your advantage. So they're saying, breathe it out, my friend. Utilize what you have at hand, what you've experienced and learned to your advantage, as this is a very life-changing, renewing, and comfortable, productive, and successful week for you, where again, your trust in your strength is shining bright. I'm very proud of you, Libra. So I hope this was truly helpful. I'm sending you a ton of love and light. Don't forget to book a personal reading with myself. Everything is down below. Until the next read, my friends, do take care.